As I grew up, my family was always proactive in instilling in me the belief that kindness is something that should always be freely given, because being nice to others costs nothing. They also showed me that kindness is for everyone, not just humans, which was a valuable lesson. Keep watching if you want to see some incredible acts of compassion from others, as we count down 10 random acts of kindness that will restore your faith in humanity.
I'm a superstar. Everybody recognizes me.
Number 10. Cop helps skunk. Many people are afraid of skunks because no one wants to get sprayed. However, this cop felt it was necessary to take the cup from the skunk's face so they could see where it was going. The cop had to be cautious since the skunk could quickly turn around and spray the cop once the cup was removed. You can see how meticulous the cop is in the video, and once he removes the cup, he rapidly rushes away, while his companion flees even quicker. But don't worry, once the cup was removed, the skunk didn't even look in the direction of the cop. Number 9. Leg gets stuck between train and platform. In Perth, Australia, a man collapsed and became trapped between a commuter train and the platform. The incident was caught on closed-circuit television at Stirling Station, and another passenger was seen raising the alarm right away. When authorities were unable to remove the man from the gap, they asked passengers to vacate the wagons and aid in pushing the 6-car train to increase the gap. About 50 commuters formed a line along the train side, and after 2 collective pushes, the man was able to free his left leg. The commuter was evaluated by medics, but he was unhurt. The man appeared embarrassed since he landed exactly where the Mind the Gap lettering was. The incident only resulted in a 15-minute delay on the already overcrowded train. Before we go on, like this video, pop the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell right now, or the ghost in your closet will manifest itself tonight. Number 8. Man scales building to save child. A teenage Malian migrant from Mali is being honored in France for mounting the side of a building in Paris to save a young boy who was dangling from a balcony. The man in the video can be seen scaling the floors one by one to reach the dangling baby. But how on earth is the baby able to hold himself onto the balcony ledge by himself? And what is the adult on the same balcony doing to assist the kid? He's probably holding onto the baby till the man ascending arrives. This is quite frightening. Thankfully, the climber was agile, because even though I have sorely wanted to help, I would never be able to get up there that way, and I know most people wouldn't either. Number 7. Man gives waiter big tip. Maurice Green was having dinner with his family when he noticed their waiter was having trouble. He made up his mind that he wanted to bless and uplift the young man. When Maurice returned to the table, he asked the waiter his name and how his day had gone. Maurice informed him he had a hunch about it and offered him a $100 tip after the waiter identified himself as Johnny and explained that his day had been a little rough. Johnny's eyes swelled up with tears as he couldn't believe what he was hearing. He told Maurice that he was going to use the money to buy an automobile. Maurice, on the other hand, had not yet completed his task. He told the young waiter that he could tell he'd been working hard and that did something that rendered him dumbfounded and in tears. On top of that, he gave him another $200 tip. What a lovely act of kindness on Maurice's part. Number 6. Man gives shirt to stray dog. The unpresent reality is that stray dogs can be found all over the world, and these dogs have it tough. They could all use a little kindness. When he thought no one was looking, one man did something remarkable for a stray puppy, demonstrating the best side of humanity. It's so touching. Felipe was with his brother, Fernando Gabriel, in one of the city's metro stations in Sao Paulo, Brazil. They were both in line to purchase tickets when they noticed a stray dog wandering at the ticket counter. It was a cold day, and the poor dog was alone and shaking, clearly incapable of dealing with the cold on its own. Felipe approached the dog, hoping to assist it in any way he could. He had no idea his brother Gabriel was setting up his camera to record what happened next. Gabriel was surprised as to why his brother was suddenly stripping down, but he soon realized he was preparing to hand his shirt over to the dog. It was poignant since he did it on the spur of the moment. Number 5. Students make prosthetic arm for 4-year-old. Maggie Sloboda was born without the lower half of her right arm and has always loved to ride bikes, but she was unable to move from training wheels to free riding due to her inability to reach the handlebars. Maggie needed a 3D printed arm, so university engineer students stepped in to help. Now she can guide the bike with her arm and hands, but she must lean over, which causes a balance problem that will only get worse after the training wheels are removed. Now, with a new arm, Maggie will be able to join the family when she is older, as the family adores riding bikes. Maggie's mother claimed that the problem was with her bike, not with her. So her grandmother, a Southern New Hampshire University employee, steps in and enlists the help of a few engineering students. Maggie was brought in to test her new prototype, which was constructed in Maggie's favorite hues of pink and purple as part of a semester-long project. Thanks to the new arm, she can now grab the handlebar without having to lean over. This will allow her to ride the bike in the future, as well as other bikes and motorbikes. Number 4. Clerk grabs baby before mom collapses. This video is unsettling, but it has a happy ending. When a clerk at a convenience store in suburban Denver was speaking with a client and smiled at her baby, she observed the mother's eyes glaze over. The cashier grabbed the infant into her arms before the mother sagged and fell to the floor. Thankfully, the cashier acted immediately and carefully in removing the infant from the mother, who had suffered a seizure and had collapsed on the floor. Another client assisted with the problem, and the baby was fine in the end, while the mother was treated by paramedics. The woman returned to the store the next day with her child to thank the cashier for assisting her and her infants. Number 3. Bear's head stuck in a jar. Instead of being locked in a honeypot, this bear's head was jammed inside a plastic snack container and abandoned in the middle of a lake. Trisha Hurt was out fishing with her husband Brian when they noticed the cub's head caught in the plastic container. They tried to figure out how to free the cub as it struggled for oxygen and continued to swim blindly. Trisha and Brian returned and were successful in rescuing the bear. The young one's mother could have been in the neighborhood, and things could have turned out differently if that had been the case. As a result, the couple's assistance to the tiny bear was both generous and courageous. Number 2. Pillow with photo of his wife. After his wife Ada died last year, Ken Benbow, 94, took a photograph of her to bed with him every night at his care home. Kia Tobin, a 17-year-old caretaker, moved to the Thistleton Lodge nursing home to help with a coronavirus outbreak. After noticing that Ken, 94, was sleeping with a framed picture of his late wife, she decided to surprise him with a thoughtful gift of a pillow with her picture on it. Ken couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the pillow and was pleased with the gift. Ken and Ada had been married for 71 years when she died 9 months ago, so it's understandable that when he received the gift, he was overtaken with emotion. Number 1. Football player has lunch with autistic boy. Travis Rudolph, a football player for Florida State University, has been praised for his compassion off the field. When Rudolph and a few of his teammates arrived at Montfront Middle School, he noticed a little boy named Bo Pask eating lunch alone in the cafeteria. As a result, he ate lunch with Bo. Bo is a young boy with autism. The next day, students crowded around Bo's lunch table trying to find a place close to him. Seek compassion, encourage kindness, and be the person you wish to see in the world. Seeing acts of generosity like the ones in this countdown will only inspire you to perform your own. It's incredible to see how many people go above and beyond to help others. My favorite act of kindness was performed by the man who ascended the building to save the boy who was hanging from the balcony. This father not only saved the child's life, but he also put his own life in danger. Which one do you prefer? Why don't you let us know in the comment section below? So, there you have it. Our list of 10 random acts of kindness that will restore your faith in humanity. Please leave us a like and let us know in the comments if you appreciated this video. Check out our other videos and join in the fun by subscribing. To see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded, click the notification icon. For the time being, that's all there is to it.